Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. I wanted to connect with you and talk about how close we are to Monday. You should be feeling pretty excited and pretty prepared by now. But I think the next couple days, today and tomorrow, will really, really help you guys hone in on what's expected and how to be prepared and be excited. So we've mentioned it a million times in the past, but if we fail to prepare, we prepare to fail. And so that's why the TTP group, Melissa, Linz, and I really wanted, our co-coaches, really wanted to hone in on the importance of preparation. So we set up a prep week. That's the idea behind this, if you haven't heard us say it already. Today, we kind of get into it, the fun part. I wanted to talk to you guys about actually meal prepping. I do my meal prepping on Sunday, but I wanted to do this for you guys today so that maybe you had the opportunity to meal prep tomorrow. And you know, it's not the end of the day. It doesn't, if you don't get around to it until Monday, that's okay too, depending on what your schedule looks like. It doesn't matter. You just need to have a set plan and stick to it. So there's a million things I wanted to talk about. I was trying to crunch it all in and jam pack it into like a 5-minute video. And so I think what I'll do is I'm just going to be straight up with you guys as to what I do right now. I mean, I've tried a million different things, different products, different supplements, different styles of eating, changing my macros, of eliminating them. But the best thing that I have done and that I stick most to is just moderation, but planning and boring. To be honest with you, the more boring, the easier it is. So if that's what it takes for the first week and you just eat the same damn thing every day, then eat the same damn thing every day and get used to eating clean. Then you can start playing with the sauces, like mustard, hot sauce, oils, but you can play around once you have your base. And I guess where I can go, what should I go into first? I think we've attached in the course book, whether you've done our previous course and you're moving on to the second biggest and baddest version, either or, they both have meal plan examples in them, and we are also here for meal support. But the one that I'm doing right now is the one I'm going to talk to you guys about. So my meal plan right now is on I'd say 15 to 18 calorie count. The reason I have a range, and this is important for all of us that are training, the range allows you to have more food on training days and less food on rest days because your body won't actually need as much fuel, makes sense, on days that you're resting. So I give myself a range because I want to listen to my body. If I'm craving something, but I tell myself I have to have 15 calories that day, that's it, that's all, then I'm going to want it even more. So if I give myself a little extra calories to play with, and I give snack options, and so within the course book comes a whole list of snack options, which are so great to have. I actually this is actually what it looks like. Quick and easy snack options. I put this thing right on my fridge here. So I actually took it off my fridge to show you. So there it is. And the meal plan, I've created my meal plan, type it out. I mean, again, we have examples for you that you can put on your fridge. You can highlight the ones you choose to do each week, depending on how you want to do that. But again, stupid simple first. Go super easy. Don't get all extravagant. You're going to get overwhelmed. You don't need to try to make a different lunch every single day. Chicken, rice, veg, easy peasy. And then you play around once you're comfortable. So mine, here we go. I have a post-workout always, but I didn't tell myself what time of the day that post-workout was. So my post-workout meal is 1 scoop of my protein powder, and that is up to you. I'm happy to get to guide you guys into in the right direction, depending on the product you want to use, but I use Isagenix. Mine is, where is it? Got you. Okay. ISA Pro. So 1 scoop of protein, 1 scoop of greens. The reason I add greens for my post-workout meal is because at the end of a workout, your body it wants to fuel the muscles, so it wants to eat up protein, and it wants to replenish the glycogen stores that you use during your workout so that you've got energy stored for that next workout the next day. So my greens of choice, greens. And again, I use ISA. I love ISA. Very clean product. 1 scoop of each, knock it back right after workout. Doesn't matter the time of the day. As soon as I'm done my workout, whether it's morning or night, that is when I do that. Then I write first meal. My first meal, doesn't matter the time of the day, whether it's 5 in the morning or 8 in the morning, is my morning bark. So wait for this. Freezer. Carbs are awesome for before you work out. Lots of energy. But a lot of people have a hard time eating a crap ton of food right before they work out. So my girlfriend Courtney, and some of you may know her, she created what we now call bark. Super simple. All you do is a couple scoops of, two cups of oats and 3 scoops of your protein. Mix it with a little water, get that gooey texture, lay it flat on a cookie sheet with the wax paper underneath. Take your saran wrap to flatten it, and then peel the saran wrap off, put it in the freezer, and now, once it freezes 30 minutes later, I just pre-package it like so for all my days of the week. Super simple. You get about 200 calories per, 1/4 cookie sheet, depending on your protein, and we are happy to help you with that. A great pre-workout. Prepped in a bag, ready to take off on my way to work. Then I've got my breakfast. I use a meal replacement because it's super easy with my profession at the gym. I can't, I'm on the hour every hour, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are busy. So it's nice to have liquid form for breakfast while I am at work. And again, I'm using Isagenix, but touch base if you've got a product that you're happy with. I am happy to kind of show you the ropes with that one or give you some advice. But those ones are 250 calories, and that is a breakfast. Then I have my 3rd meal of the day, which is my snack. So my snack is always meatballs, turkey, and vegetables. So you just prep 5 of these veggies of choice in a baggie. Pre-make all your meatballs. I put a ton of spinach in there because it makes them bigger, and it's healthy for you, increases your iron, blah blah blah. Spinach is a good one. But that is my snack, and I'm always looking forward to it. And to jazz up boring raw vegetables, you've always got mustard. You've always got hot sauce. There's pepper, right? You can never go wrong with pepper. So my number ones, if you haven't been to Fuel in Kelowna, and I mean any of your supplement stores, there are all sorts of these types of flavorings. And maybe they're not too great for you in the sense that they are chemicals, but sometimes I would choose a chemical over a sugar. So if you're flavoring, rather than a teriyaki sauce that's got 28 grams of sugar per tablespoon, you've got 0 calories and a tiny bit of chemicals. I didn't say that. Pepper, can't go wrong, right? So jazz up that shit. Then we move on to our lunch. So I'm always excited about lunch because I get to microwave it. These are amazing. Amazon, but I'm sure you can get them here in Kelowna. So cheap, $20, all in, shipping and everything. Microwavable, dishwasher safe. See that? I made meal prep fun. 10 of them for $20, and I can help you with that too. But this is what lunch and dinner look like right now. I used Epicure spices. A lot of them are natural. you know, very low in salt. And so it's a great idea. Or Mrs. Dash from your local superstore. Mrs. Dash is 0 salt as well. So there it is. I got my rice, and there's some controversy with brown and white rice and quinoa, la la la. But with my background, I'm pro white rice, so I use basmati because it's yummy. So that is my lunch and my dinner. So how easy is that? They just sit in the fridge, ready to go for me to take. My 5th meal, so that's after lunch, is rice cake. So I've got my yummy rice cake. These ones are sesame. Nature's Fair. You know, you can get the plain ones. Don't go and get those flavored ones, because now you're just dealing with a bunch of, you know, refined sugars. And then I put almond butter on top and a couple of slices of banana, or your choice of fruit. But you want to get those fats and those carbs in there for your 5th meal. And then the dinner, like I showed you, just like lunch, but let me tell you, with mustard, it doesn't get old. And then the 7th meal, this is optional. So this is kind of where my calories have that range. And again, with the post-workout, there's that range with the calories too. If I do not work out, then I'm not drinking my post-workout. Therefore, I've eliminated those calories. The 7th meal, if I had a really busy day, I will have my 7th meal, which is my 1 scoop of whey. So it's my protein again, and my greens, or a piece of fruit. So I'll do a small apple, or I'll do, you know, my other half of my banana from my 5th meal. But when you have protein before bed, you're actually going to be replenishing those muscles, or feeding those muscles, sorry, and building muscle faster. So protein is a great option for right before bed. It's tough to digest, therefore your body goes into a rest and digest phase, and it's one of the, losing my train of thought, but it's one of the best options. Clean protein before bed. If I eliminate the 7th meal, that's fine. Okay, so there you have it. That is what I do in a day, and Monday to Friday looks the exact same. Then we also showed you guys the grocery list in the first course. So if you're taking the course for the 2nd time, yay, you know what we're talking about. If not, get excited, because it is so nice to have a grocery list. So this comes, but it's pretty in the course. It's all colorful. But it kind of it gives you an idea as to what you can eat, and then you don't have to play the guessing game. You know, oh yes, okay, these are vegetables, these are proteins, these are fruits, and they're all separate for you. And then you can choose your protein, your carb, your fat, and make your meal. Now, quickly, before I go blabbing on anymore, I really wanted to touch on swap outs. So within the course, we also touch on TTP swap outs, which means things that you swap out for healthier choices. And a lot of us think this is common sense, but at the same time, there are a lot of products that we don't even realize there is an alternative. So just to open your eyes a little bit, and I won't get into all of them, but we have 1, 2, 3 pages of swap outs for you in our course book. One of them being sprinkling cinnamon on your apple instead of sugar, or sprinkling cinnamon on anything instead of sugar. Your Greek yogurt instead of your sour cream. Your oats, your porridge, instead of your cereal. We've got, you know, instead of a latte, the Americano. Ooh, one of my favorite. I'll show you this real quick. This is a must-have. Sugar-free cinnamon dolce, or sugar-free, what's this one? This is cinnamon dolce. Vanilla. $12, Starbucks. They'll give you this whole thing. 1 pump is only 20 milligrams of sodium. So, okay, maybe there's a little bit of chemical, but 1 pump, 20 milligrams of sodium. You can have up to 2,300 milligrams of sodium. That's average. So just know 40 pumps and your plain black coffee is super yummy, much better than your latte, your heavy creams, your sugars, and don't ask me why I have this in here. I should have purged it. So just to give you guys an idea, there's always alternatives. The whole grain instead of the multigrain. Most people are recognizing these days, but a multigrain can have up to 80% white grain and only 20% brown and still be considered multi. So veer away from multi if you can, unless you know who the baker is, or the products themselves, and go towards whole grain if you are going to go that route. What else can I show you for small bites? There's always some. We have, wait for it. This is all natural sea salt Kraft peanut butter, but let's pretend it's not. It's Kraft peanut butter. Instead, you can go with an all natural, or you can go with an almond. So there's different routes. I wanted to talk to you about teas. So when you're creating something, it's generally boredom or habit. So what you want to do is get super creative with your teas. So what I do is I go out and I buy 5 at a time. But no, so what you do is you get excited. You buy a new flavor that you haven't had and you're dying to try it. So instead of eating something out of the fridge or out of your pantry, you go for a cup of tea. So I've got a new honey lemon ginseng that I have plans to drink tonight. And this one is my ginger spearmint. This one is so yummy, it's almost gone. And then we've talked about the dandelion leaf root. This one is magic. This guy will de-bloat you. So a great tea for during the day. Great for digestion. Got excited there. So I think that kind of helps you a little bit as to what it looks like to prep. You want to prep, use the bags, make sure that you've got a bunch of these, 5 of them, Monday to Friday or whatever your work week looks like. Make a bunch of your meatballs, super easy, just a big bowl of meat, few oats, lots of egg whites, and lots of spinach. Mix it up, make a bunch of balls, freeze a bunch. 3 in a bag is a good snack size if they're about this size, if they're about the size of, let's say, let's say a golf ball. And yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good to go there. If you prepare, you will not fail. And just to make sure I get everything covered here, we want to make sure that you guys fill out your pre-transformation section of the course book and book your first coaching call with us. This is the icing on the cake. So we can actually talk one-on-one like this, Zoom call, FaceTime or just voice, whatever your preference is, but we can talk to you guys and we can guide you and actually really individualize it. So you can tell me exactly what it is you can and can't eat. And we can create and visualize that meal plan for you that's specific to you and your needs. Make time to catch up. There are so many lessons now. We have just been building content for you. So make time to catch up on Facebook and within our TTP tribe community. There's some amazing co-coaches right now, and I'm super excited to have them on board. And they will be more than happy to answer questions for you. So if you are ever uncertain of something or feeling weak, please share, because there's always somebody who is dealing with the same thing you are or have the same questions you do. Thank you for your time. And if you listen to me ramble on, I hope you got something from it. And I'm excited to do this with you guys, genuinely. So thank you for your support. And I hope that you got something out of that. Happy Saturday, guys. Looking forward to Monday.